Alrighty, so I got one question today from a young lady, and I'm gonna post this on all my platforms because if one person is thinking about it, chances are other people are questioning it too. And she asked me, "Hey, what do you recommend for going out there and either finding new friends or reconnecting with your old ones?" And I know what that feels like. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Um, so if you have not met, or I'm sorry, if you have not read Mel Robbins's The Let Them Theory, read it. It's an awesome book. I've actually read several of her books that helped me get through life. Who better to help us get through life than someone who's been through it? It's typically people who go through ugly shit that help us get through ugly shit. So those are the people you want to fuck with. But anywho, in her or not her 5 theory, in her Let Them Theory book, she talks about how pretty much if you want to make new friends, if you want to have friends, you have to go out there and put yourself out there. And what's crazy is after I read that section in the book, my sister was going to be leaving me. So I'm like super close to my sister. My sissy is my world. Don't tell her, okay? Because then she gets all excited. No. So my sissy's my world. She is like my BFF. I tell her everything. And she was going to be leaving me. And I was reading this book, Mel's book, and I told my sister, like, I need to make friends because you're going to leave and I'm not going to have friends. And she was like, you're right. She's like, you need to go out there and start making friends. And it's funny, at the time I had a roommate, and so I got home and I'm like, hey, I think you and I should like go out to this like place where they play live music on Mondays. And I see that they're always playing live music. I think we should go out there and make friends. And she's like, absolutely not. That's not for me. I was like, dang it. I tried. But here's the bottom line is I ended up making a post later on, something off subject, not even related to that, and I made a new friend just in talking. And what's crazy is I get it gets scary us putting ourselves out there, but we have to think about that. Like, what's our intention? Do we want someone who's going to add value to us? And this is where I tell people, like, your mindset has a lot to do with it. Like, we need to think, like, what kind of friends do we want? I want friends who are going to bring me value, friends who are going to uplift me, friends who are going to hold me and be like, yo, girl, we got you. Like, you need a drink today? I got you. And tomorrow, boo, it's going to be a better day. Those are the friends I want. I want the friends who are going to be like, yo, how can we make money? Let's invest here. Let's do this. Let's push ourselves to our max. Not let's compete. Let's talk about each other. Those are the friends I want. So, like, you also got to be intentional. What kind of friends do you want? And I've thought so many times about rekindling old friendships. Or I see, like, some of my friends post where they're all together, and I'm like, dang, I wasn't invited. I'm not even, like, included. And I've also had to tell myself, like, Martha, don't take it personal. Don't. They've got to live their life they're entitled to, and you're living yours. And yours isn't that bad. And just like they can invite you, you can invite them too. And think of it that way. But I also had to ask myself, am I adding any value to those friendships? Probably not. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but we do drift apart for a reason. And it's growth, and it's uncomfortableness. It's going in different directions. And that's how sometimes you end up knowing what friendships are really worth of value and which ones aren't, which ones serve you, which ones bring you peace, which ones make you a better person, which ones want to push you to be a better person, and which ones don't. And you start taking your time on who you want to associate with, who you want to break bread with. But I'm going to say, like, don't be scared to put yourself out there. Even, like, if you don't have a gym membership, even going to a gym, being in a woman's, like, group or class, do that. That's like a start. And here's the thing. There is nothing wrong with wanting to meet new people. I tell myself all the time, like, man, I want to meet new ladies who can be like, hey, let's work out together. Let's do this together. Um, and it's crazy. The other day, I was I wasn't feeling the greatest of moods. I even told my boyfriend, I'm like, babe, my mood's just off. Like I said, I'm gonna wear a hat, which just means like, okay, no eye contact. I said, I just don't feel of any good or value right now. And he's like, don't feel like that. Like, you'll be okay. And I'm like, eh. And I went to the gym, and this cute little girl, like, and when I say cute little girl, she is a young lady, but she is so petite. Like, um, I think she is adorable. And she also used to be a spin instructor. So I used to love to take her spin classes. And she's a teacher. She's like a preschool or a first grade teacher, which, oh my gosh, hearts to you, because I can never do that, right? That's like a lot of patience. So she has like this vibrant energy. And I was working out on a machine, and I really don't talk to her. I pretty much stay quiet. And she came up to me and she's like, hi, are you a traveling nurse or something? And I said, no. She's like, sometimes I see you, sometimes I don't. And I said, no, I'm not. And I said, I come at different times. And she's like, man, she's like, you're doing really good with your body and just like your progress. Like, it's nice to see. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And you know what? I am so glad she approached me, because she changed my mood around. Like, by the end of our conversation, we were talking so much. My heart felt just so full of love that I told my boyfriend, I'm like, we gotta go. Like, I gotta go share this shit. Because I'm like, that was just amazing. And I'm so glad I went to the gym. I'm so glad she approached me. I'm so glad everything transpired the way it did, because she turned my day around. And those are the people you need in your life. Those are the friendships. Those are the ones that you need, who are going to keep fueling you. You don't need draining stuff. You don't need negative stuff. We already have so much of that. You need someone who's going to give you that extra boost when you're like, today I'm not feeling it. Today I'm a little short on faith. You need someone who's going to give you that boost, that energy. And I tell people, like, your circle, man, it'll make or break you. And I've told people, I'd much rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. I don't want pennies. I want people of value who are going to be like, let's go make some money moves. Let's go do some big girl shit. Like, let's go challenge ourselves. You know, it's like, let's get that adrenaline rush from seeing what we can accomplish, how we can heal, how we can love, how we can just give back to people. Like, let's see all that. That's what I want. And I hope those are the same types of friendships you want, because those are the valuable ones in life. You know, not the ones that talk about people, that belittle people. It's the ones that motivate, that inspire, that push you to be better. So you're like, dang, I could conquer the world with this group of people. Like, I want to keep talking to them group of people. That's what you want and need in your circle. All right. So I hope that's of value. That's it for today. We're going to go out there, crush this day. All righty. I need some lip gloss. Man, I think I left it in my gym bag. Gotta go get it. All right. Vámonos.